So, whoa, it's loud. And of course, I can't turn down the audio. That's amazing. There we go. But yeah, it's called Never Heard of This Game. Oh, let me just fix my chat. Go on, finish the game. Sorry for missing the ending, but my body needed a little sleep. Also, I had hard to follow the story when you were 7. Yeah. But this is a free game I found on Steam called Alpha Polaris, a horror adventure game. So why not give it a go? I have no idea how long it is, but new game. Build up your bundle of FMV games at the moment. Yeah, I haven't checked Fanatical for some time. But thank you for the tip, though. Alpha Polaris.
Hey, Norwegian guy. Are you in there? There's another polar bear for you to stun.
Okay. Oh, friendly, boss off or ignore. Boss off.
Go away. I went to bed less than 3 hours ago.
You want to get that science project of yours or whatever it is done? Hell, I'll just make a nice rug out of that thing.
Take offense and give up.
Okay. Hold on. I'll just get the gun and stun you instead.
What was that? You just come and try, butt boy. And don't let Miss Alaska hold you up back there.
Ik weet dik je keigacher.
Whoa. Default cursor, highlighted cursor, examine, pick up, talk, advanced dialogue, leave scene, skip walking with double click, leave and close scene, hotspot, game menu, show title, show the screen, okay. Enter advanced dialogue, space, hotspot indicator, I, his inventory, back auto close. Okay. What does this say? Something clicking. Back auto close. Okay. Bunk, I found myself sleeping a lot less here at Backroom Woman Norway. Okay. My bag. Oh, okay, so this is my inventory down here. Okay. My beer can. Good stuff. Use my computer. Text viewer. Near the southern latitudes. Wow. I might need to change this to full screen because I can hardly see it because it's again running in a very... Maybe let's just change my display. Let me turn it down just a teeny bit. How does this look? This looks like hell. Even worse. Fuck it. Keep changes. And now it screwed up everything on my screen. Great, thank you, game. Close this. Go up here. Near the southern latitudes of polar bears, Usu Maritimus range. Changes in the polar bear. Okay. Proxy track. There's a map. Import. USB serial. Data points. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I guess we need to use that later on. Okay. My vacuum flask. This is where I keep my writing enthusiasm. Okay. What do I have in my inventory? Multi-tool with a compass, my notebook, and my lighter. Sedated polar bears, height and weight, I guess, sex, initial coordinates, okay. Both female with ringed seals, time, do not approach until, okay. There's a bathroom. Crampons, don't need them. I wish that this kind of game, maybe it's a bot actor, but I wish that when I interacted with stuff, it would actually, you know, he would speak back and not just text. Run displays your current task. Press space to activate. What? Displays your current task. Pressing space activates the hotspot tool. Okay. Okay, just hit it once. Nova's room.
Nova, are you in there?
No answer. Rune Knudsen. Ha! Biologist, mountaineer, and philanthropist. Those are the guys from the previous team.
Al.
No answer.
This is Polaris Station. Come in, out. Over. Calling out. This is Polaris.
Kelly spotted another polar bear outside.
Not now, Rune.
Polaris. Come in, Polaris.
Go ahead, we hear you.
I found oil deep down a crevasse near Testril 2. It's an open pit, Nova. I found seep oil.
But that's wonderful.
Oh, I fucked up my overlay. Sorry. Is my overlay completely fucked up now? No, it's not. Sorry.
There's more to the story. I also ran into something unexpected. But I'd better tell you in person. I'll be there soon. While you wait, you can contact Thule. We need to announce this right away.
What was unexpected? Should I tell them something else?
Just tell them we're going to make the shareholders happy and the liberals angry pretty soon.
Okay, where are you now?
A few miles northeast of Polaris. But speaking of tree huggers, is that Norwegian chap still bothering you?
Oh no, he's not. Not at all.
What?
I tell you, I haven't seen such an obvious crush since my prom night, and that's been a while.
He's in the room, Al. Shut it.
He's there? Well, I think that was all. See you soon. Over and out.
So he found oil. I don't know what that last part was about, though. For some reason, he seemed to think that you have a bit of a crush on me.
Crush? No, I just...
Come on, is that how they do it in Oslo?
Whoops. I think I left the line open.
And what a thoughtful mistake it was. This has been a comedy goldmine. Look, maybe Rune could fix you something nice in the canteen. Let's say tomorrow. I'll even throw in some fuel and ammo for Tully. For distraction, you know.
I could do that.
Good.
Do I have a say in this?
Not really.
Can you cook, Rune?
That's my girl. Rune, I happen to know what she likes, but I'll fill you in later. Now is not the time.
Okay, over and out.
Over and out.
So, did you have anything else in mind?
Tully spotted another polar bear outside.
Polar bear research on a station owned by a godless oil company. You know, this might be the biggest oil discovery of our careers. While you are trying to save the Arctic. That's...
A serious conflict of interest.
What do you mean,
I
hell?
love ice climbing
Hell
and the
slices
Arctic.
this
That's
game.
why I'm here. Did
In
my
what
master's
way?
measuring skua eggs in Svalbard. As for the company, me being here is just a cheap publicity trick. I'll play along and get my thesis done. But maybe I should get moving. That bear won't be around forever.
Be careful. Everything Tully knows about polar bears comes from cola commercials.
Just me and I played this on stream? You did? When? Leftovers? To the kitchen? I don't want to break her workflow. Nothing to watch but DVDs. So how do you like it? Oh, you played it a few years back? I need to get all my polar bear equipment. So how did you think of the game? Did you like it? I have no idea how long it is. Fridge. It would just run sour if I carry it around. There's eggs, there's milk. Population hold a muted gene that allowed him to process lactose as an adult. What? Is there something in the... Okay. He just slams it shut. Empty cases. Though I do love the art. The art is not bad. Though I wish there were a bit more voice acting. I think it seems a little drab at first, but it's very thrilling the closer it reaches the climax. Can't wait. A table saw? Grinding machine? A ladder? I don't need that from here. Tools. I don't need any of the tools right now. Sleeping set just like me when I was 4. Gasoline. Rope. Exploration. Packing tape. No idea what that's for. Looks like a car radio. Okay. Drying closet. I'll grab a coat when I go out. Edge flares. Or flags. Edge flare. So gotta... So what was it? He mentioned something that he could see his tasks. Okay, so just click on him and then he will tell me. I don't know every game I've streamed, but this one stood out. Chat was enjoying it. Seems okay as of now. Though I don't really, you know. Okay, so I can just go outside now.
Hey, Rune! Over here.
How do I escape? Oh, I can save. I wish I could scale it up for me when I stream it. But that's okay. Save. Can I type something? No, just hit save. Enter description. Outside. So is it a long game or... Let's talk to... What was...
Back there, behind the station. I think it tried to stalk me, so I took off.
Then it's probably a male, so let's be very careful.
You can use OBS to magnify the game for yourself? Yeah, but my capture. You have your capture, but what I'm seeing on my screen... Because it's running like at... what's it? 1024 by 800 or something weird, so it's very tiny on my screen. So the only option the game has is this view for me, like it's 1024 by something, or full screen. Medium length, okay.
You're just gonna walk over there, Viking?
Yeah.
I don't know if you should. That thing is just around the corner.
Okay, so... No, I'll end up with spare food, so I guess I need something else? Sedative gear. Can I... First I need to estimate the size of the animal. Okay. What is the oximeter? The clips to... What? Digital pulse meter that clips directly to Makusa. Distilled water. What? When I had to stream tiny games, I would maximize the OBS and look at the while the mouse was in the game. I could do that. But, yeah. Or maybe at a certain point I should just get a second monitor, but then again, yeah. So, there's a station blueprint. Yeah. Station blueprint. I'm ready to go. Okay? So he's ready to go. Then why don't we just go then? His background.
What are you doing here in the middle of Greenland?
My paps worked in BP offshore. This was the
Yeah.
first logical career option.
I could invest in another monitor, but yeah, it's just haven't had the time.
What are you working on after this?
If we live through this, I'll take the rest of the day off.
Okay. End discussion. What is he doing?
What are you working on after this?
If we live through this.
Okay. I can go to the roof. Oh.
He's a big one, all right. Somewhat over 200 kilos, I'd say. And guess what? He is a she.
Does that matter?
More than one would think. Tracking collars can't be fitted to males. Their necks are wider than their heads.
Slate Arcade. Okay, so...
Good kill.
It hit her right where it was supposed to. Just above the shoulder blade. Let's give the sedative some time to kick in and then have a closer look.
What are you... Did I do something wrong? It was sedative darts.
Look at that maw.
It can easily crush a seal's skull, or drag a small beluga whale out of the sea.
Mighty nasty smell.
It shouldn't be that bad.
So now we can use the tracking.
That's a satellite tracker?
Yes, but it transmits only triangulation data. The collar will come off after a few weeks. After that, I'll retrieve it.
Careful!
Relax. I know what I'm doing. There's the reason for the smell. The right quadrant mandibular canine is chipped.
The what?
A fang. The tooth is infected and the infection is spreading. Look at the dark spots on the gums.
What is a reversal agent? And underneath the fur, she's malnourished. Do we just leave? A fuel pump? To the generator? To allure her with food, or... What is she doing? Without the remote, I can't be open from the inside. Okay, but I don't have a remote. I should take it easy and check the sedation checklist in my notebook. What? Piece the specimens together. What? I don't understand. I should just take it easy and check the sedation checklist in my notebook. Clear off. So don't approach until 2 minutes. Secure breathing, check heart rate, remove dart. So I guess I need a heart monitor or... Ah! I think I understand what I need to do. I don't read it right now. I don't think that would lead to anything useful. Both parts look clean. If I do that now. So I use the wrapping tape around my mouth? No? The pulse slid over 40. That's normal for a sleeping animal.
We're done here.
Okay.
She can't eat with that tooth. That's why she's so badly malnourished. We need to contact the veterinary service tomorrow.
Are you gonna keep her on a leash until then?
Let's haul her to that old sled dog cage to wait for them. You stay here and guard her. I'll figure out a way to do it.
What if she starts moving before that?
I'd keep my distance. She'll be rather pissed off when she wakes up.
So there's no way to move the bear without machinery, but we did have a scooter, right? Where did we find the scooter? Or the, there it is. I don't have the keys. Oh, you asshole. So it must be in the garage. So... That's the laboratory. That's the outside. That's to the basement. We've never been to the basement. There's meat. Sponge cake. Aw, he doesn't want to take any sponge cake. Maple syrup. Sacrificial anode. Ice cream box. Okay. So where do I find the keys for the oh, what was this? A ladder? He doesn't want the ladder. Is this was something I could pick up? No. There's the tools, but he doesn't want to pick up the tools. So where do we find the keys? Would she have them? No. There's no way to move the bear without machinery.
Nova, are you in there?
Would I have the keys? I do miss some ambience in the game, like, I don't know, some music or... But then again, it's Greenland, right? There's no, like, ambient sound. So, how do I find the key for the whatever I need? I don't see anything in here in the lab that could be useful. Teddy bear. That's my folks don't distinguish polar bears from the brown ones. So the answer must be outside? An age-old army surplus nowhere. Tully has the keys. So I had to look at it first.
Have you figured out how to move her? That thing will get up any minute.
Suggest a snowmobile?
Let's take the snowmobile and pull her.
That might work.
So... use the rope with the polar bear? That would hurt her. Ratchet snap. Then use the rope with the tie rope. The snowmobile can't turn inside the cage. What? So use the... Oh, wow. Inch. That's like a 4-piece puzzle. Huh.
Euler Petroleum is gonna love her.
We are not telling them. We need to do what we can to help her.
I'm gonna go take a leak.
There should be antibiotics somewhere in the lab. There are. Here it is. Salicylsalicylate, a liquid penicillin. She weighs 200 grams, 1,000 milligrams a day. Oral or intramuscular should do it. But that means I would need to keep her in a very small cage for at least 14 days. I'll contact Sula first thing in the morning.
Make some room. Samples coming through. Rune.
Al.
Pretty brisk weather out there. Leave no skin exposed.
What do you got there, Gramps?
Early Christmas. A few hours ago, I was roaming the glacier using the crevasse radar. No magnetometrics or anything. Suddenly, the thing starts bleeping, and I hit the brakes. Went outside and found myself on the edge of the nastiest crevasse ever.
Holy shit!
And that's not even the hairiest part. Glanced down, and there it was. Deep in the hole, a bubbling pool of crude oil. Again, no transient electromagnetics, tellurics, or anything. Just stumbled on it. So I figured there's more to this story. Tied myself to the six-wheeler's winch, and went down.
You fucking went down the crevasse? Alone? And with that trunk of yours?
Yes, Tully, I bloody went all the way. Let's say I had a hunch of an old oil wizard, did some surface sampling, looked around, and found these.
It's memorable. He's probably done tons of stuff. Yeah. Sounds like a good voice actor. Whoa.
Unsettling, isn't it? It was a sacrificial site of some kind.
That thigh bone. It's human.
Yes, there were plenty of body parts down there. But I didn't want to stick my nose any deeper than I already had. What do you think, Rune?
Remark about the climate change. Tell him it's not your field. Tell him it's an important find.
This is a significant find. The symbols look like some sort of elaborate writing, but it's not really my field. I have a few paleoanthropologist contacts in Bergen. We could reach them through the Thule station.
Maybe, but let's not be hasty here. The find could mean big bucks for all of us, so let's not draw any unnecessary attention to it. Tully?
Right on, Gramps. Last time I checked, we were on an oil research station, not some fancy university.
You are not going to believe this. Euler himself is coming here.
Bob? They're sending Bob?
No, much worse.
No.
I'll be in my room.
What the hell was that?
Alistair Euler, the son of the company founder, is coming here. I've known Bob a long time, and in this case, the apple has landed far off.
Oh, he sure got the Ice Queen ticked off.
They have some mutual history together.
I'm going out for a smoke. You joining, Gramps?
No, thank you. I'll reward myself with a couple of sandwiches.
Viking?
No, thanks. I'm trying to quit. And if I'm not going to be allowed to contact a real expert, I'll examine those bones myself.
Knock yourself out.
You do know what your oil fund means for Greenland, don't you?
Yes, it'll bring in money to the local people, thus giving them tools for pursuing their independence.
It'll also have a severe effect on the ecology, not to mention global climate problems.
What do you want me to do, Rune? I'm an old guy. For once, I found something worthwhile. Anyway, I suggest you take a look out of your window before going to sleep. There should be powerful aurora in the sky tonight.
So, what are my tasks? I need to cleanse the bones brought for further examination. I need to give the first antibiotic shot tonight. Do we do that first? Let's go give her the antibiotic shot first. We care for the bear, right? Oh, wrong way. Oh, it's the right way. She's awake. I'll replace the agent with cisilmethicillin. Oh, okay, so I use that with the... Where's my rifle? What? Did he just drop his rifle? The idiot. I have no use for it right now? Okay. Okay, so I guess we just do the first things first. The cleansing. It sounds so wrong. So mineralized it's hard to examine them properly. Must be thousands of years old. Model symbols. B. Two markings. These two markings really stand out. The lower ones looks like humans. This is a missing symbol in the lower part. Okay. So how do I... It used to be a solvent, so... That doesn't work. The acid? Pouring acid straight on top of that, I don't think so. Okay. Can I use my multi-tool? Some of the came off, but I still can't examine the bone underneath. Do I use the multi-tool with the stuff? That's Sal's wife. I think she passed away. But he doesn't want to pick up the bone. Oh, yeah, okay. Never mind. Doesn't do anything. The acid? That doesn't work. So now I got the bone. So... No. These are definitely humid mineralized. Can I use the lighter on it? Some of the calcite came off, but I still can't examine the bone underneath. Can't pick any of these tools up. And he doesn't want to use the acid. Fume hood? Oh. Why? I need to cleanse the bone brought for further examination. But... I can't use any of the stuff here. I need to use the grinding machine in the...
What do you think about the find?
When are you gonna get it on with the Inuit princess, huh?
Admit it.
Don't tell me you haven't tried.
Me? Hell no. A cold and bitter creature that woman is, an ice princess. She was working in Thule before this, right? The word is that they had to transfer her to keep a horde of ogling corporate losers away. Like the Eula guy she was mad about. And that she enjoyed the hassle an awful lot, too. Just take a number, pal.
Okay, that's enough. I have things to do.
But if you need some advice about Inuit women in general, you are now talking to the Eskimo champ.
Right.
My point is that she'll eat you alive. She's done it before.
Can I use the press drill? So how do I clean the bones? She's not here.
Ah, Rune. Quite a day, wasn't it?
His background.
I understand you have a long work history in the Arctic.
Too long, my friend. Too long. I've seen all kinds of creatures in here. All kinds of jaunty fellows.
Tell him about the polar bear.
Did you see my new mascot?
I did, but how long is she going to stay in that cage? That's a different thing.
I'm not gonna keep her.
What's the problem with her?
Infected jaw. Dooley will probably agree to send in a vet.
That's a ballsy move, you know, to capture a polar bear.
Ask about the crevasse.
Did you say the artifacts were in a cave? Not in the bottom of the crevasse?
A glacial cave beneath the ice, yes. It was deep beneath the surface. Not a very pleasant place. But don't start getting any weird ideas about academic investigations or anything. I found it and I'll dedicate it to pumping black gold.
What's going on?
What are you working on?
Right now, my main field of expertise, a sandwich.
But how do I cleanse the... This is the part I don't understand.
Al. Nova, are you alright?
Rune? No, not really.
You know, if you need any assistance, I've got some quality razor blades.
You're a real friend, but I think I just need some rest.
Ensure the date is still on.
I was just wondering if the date is still on.
What? The date? Oh, our date. Yes, it's still on.
Look, I noticed you're a bit stressed out and thought, if there's anything I can do...
I just need some rest.
Okay. Good night.
Okay, I got some kind of achievement. Radiator. So how do I clean the bones? That's the part I don't understand. Need to cleanse the bones Al brought for further examination. I need to get the first antibiotic shot tonight. Can I take some food and maybe I can take some food from here? There is some meat. Oh. Doesn't want to take the sponge cake. Can I use this on the sponge cake? No. Do I need to examine this thing a bit more thoroughly? But I can't make anything out of it. Anything out of it. Upper part looks like the sky is bleeding. So... fossils. There's just a tray. He's not going to use the distilled water. Okay, I don't know what to do. How do I clean the bones? And you don't want to put the bones in the container. And I can't use the multi-tool on it. Just says... but I still can't examine the bone underneath. If I have a container? No. I got my multi-tool, I got my notebook, I got my lighter, I got my rope, packing tape, the flag. So I don't know where to get a container from. Do I need to go to the kitchen or something, or... I don't see a container right here. There's like nothing. Didn't it just say container and fuel? It did. But I still can't pick it up. A bit hard to get it in there. And if I try to use it on the brush, it just says, no, I can't. A corrosion-resistant glass container. There's just the containers. And if I try to push it, it just says a bit hard to get it in there. Yet the fume hood is open. So if I try to use it with the fume hood, it just says I can't do it. If I try to use it with the fume hood, he just says it's a bit hard to get it in there. I can take it, but So I can take the container, but he doesn't want to interact with it. He doesn't want to take the brush. He doesn't want to take the acid, which I thought I had to use. Not distilled. Not this. If I open my inventory, no. He's not going to use it on the bone. Is there any interactable spots when you're holding the container? I've tried all of them. I've tried with the putty, I tried with the brush, I tried with the acid, I tried with the distilled water, I tried with the hide and bones. So I don't really know what else I need to interact with. I thought I had to, you know, drill it or grind it or somehow. Is the table interactive? I can look at it. There's an empty space here. Then the game should have said, where do... Okay, never mind. And then I guess we take the acid. I cannot start with an acid. Chemistry 101. Okay. Distilled water. What did he say? A mild solution of should dissolve the calcite. I'll check the results in the morning. So now we did that. So now we just need to tranquilize the... Or not tranquilize. Give the ice... The bear... its food. But he doesn't want to use... That's what I think it's funny. He doesn't want to use the... Never mind. Oopsie copes in the cage. And you don't want to use... She'll just bite my hands off. So how do I give the polar bear its... There's a fuel pump, there's the gasoline tank, there's a solar panel. So maybe I need to grab his sandwich from the kitchen? That is a way. Maybe I can grab one of his sandwiches and there's sugar.
Ah, Rune. Quite kind of day, wasn't it?
So I can't grab his sandwich. Doesn't want to pick up the sugar. There's nothing here on the shelf. The microwave we can't interact with. What about if I just give him the... No? What's in the fridge? Oh, there it is. Observe a nourishing treat. So I can't pick up the sandwich. Vegetables?
Ah,
What are you working on?
right now, my main field of expertise, a sandwich.
So, can I get your sandwich? I can... Oh, it's for coffee. So... Huh. Station receiver? Leftovers? No. Books? Movies? 5 Fahrenheit. That's minus 15 degrees. So, how do I tranquilize or give the polar bear? I thought I had to like take some food, but there was meat in the basement, but that's about it. That's all the ice cream we got. Here's the fire extinguisher. Sponge cake. He doesn't want to take it. Doesn't want to take any powder. He doesn't want to take any maple syrup. There's a meat hook. And if I take this with the meat, he just says no. Doesn't want the sponge cake. Maple syrup, no. Can I combine this with anything? So, how do we... What's in the syringe? I got the antibiotics. For the polar bear. Then I thought maybe I could use the rifle to shoot it just like I did with the tranquilizer gun, but no. And if I try to use the syringe with it, it just says it's just going to bite my hand off. So I don't know. I thought I had to maybe get something from the kitchen but I don't see anything in the kitchen. It must be something we can use the syringe on. But definitely not on the polar bear. Doesn't want to use it on the sponge cake. He doesn't want to use it on the maple syrup. He doesn't want to use it on the powder. He doesn't want to use it on the meat. He doesn't want to use it on the ice cream. Doesn't want to use it on the extinguisher. If we can't get too close to the polar bear, maybe we can create an apparatus to reach it from the distance. But I tried combining... all the items I have. Like the syringe on the... I was thinking about maybe the flag or the rope or something, but... well, not the laboratory. Make the pole syringe. I need something I can freely modify. This is what I hate about some of the games, that it doesn't really tell you what to do. Yeah, but I've tried to use the syringe on the flag. He doesn't want to do it. Some games just doesn't have good enough feedback when you make the games. You just expect the people to use the tape on it. There we go. I wouldn't mind that, give a bit of feedback from the game. Like, I need to make a pole, or I need to make something so I can reach it, instead of just using the generic, that doesn't work. I know, it's potentially harder, but then it's just going to be try everything on everything, right? And that's not in my honest opinion, doesn't give the player a pleasant experience with the game if it's just try everything on everything. Because that feels like, in my honest opinion, that's a design flaw from the developers when they say, oh, we just let the user try everything on everything. Instead of saying, I can't give him the syringe because I will get too close. Or probably take influence from the wrong games. Like, yes, I expected that when I went over there to give it says it's just gonna bite my hand off, but if I could do it from a distance or something that can help me not get my hand bit off or something like that, right? Just not saying give me the solution, but give me a feedback to tell me I will get too close. Or maybe I should try to think of XYZ instead of just let's try everything on everything. Because that's not gonna that's for some people they're just gonna rage quit, right? Because they're tired of trying everything on everything. They're just like, fuck you, game. I'm not going to play you because you're not giving me any feedback or any pleasure of playing it. I just have to try everything on everything.
It's for your own good. You'll get the next shot tomorrow.
Treat a polar bear. So now what? Maybe I should rest a little and then try to write my thesis. Okay. Like when you saw when I played Face Noir, there were clues, subtle clues hidden in the scene, right? With the symbol for me to get out of the storeroom with the secret passage when I had to open a chest or another secret door in some other place. I don't mind subtle hints, but giving me generic, that doesn't work. Or I wouldn't achieve anything. Maybe I should think of something. Speaking of which, I should save. And then maybe I should consider going to bed because it's getting late or early. You've progressed a lot since the last save. I have. Saving is good. Uh-huh. Hey! Late, early, yes. It's like, what, 4:45 a.m. Yeah. It's 4:45 a.m. here. But then again, I have the day off, so I got work tomorrow. Wednesday. It's 7:45 p.m. here,
Oh,
so
shit. What a dream. What's that noise? Sounds like a garbled radio.
3, 4. So you're in Chicago area, CST? Oh, 7:45 p.m. So you're 4. So that's no, you're on the West Coast. South PST. So you're on the yeah. So you're on the West Coast. I'm in the future. Yeah. Yeah, think about all the 10:46 p.m. here, Draconic Dude. So you're what? You can just go to bed just before it's early if you don't do it now. Yeah. So where you from, dude? If it's 10:46 p.m. Yeah, he must be on the East Coast then. Yeah, you're on the east. Yeah, he's on the east coast then. Yeah. Yeah, 4, 3, 4, 10. So yeah, you're on the east coast. The one streamer from Indiana in 3 hours different from me. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird to think of these time zones. So what are we doing? The sound is coming from the living room radio. That
Tully,
did,
you scared the hell out of me.
and me too.
I see them, Rune. The beast.
Yeah, East Coast. I call it a long time or a long back time. That scared the shit out. That scared the shit out of me, but wake him up.
You're having a nightmare. Wake up!
No, I can't. It just starts over.
Calm him.
Okay, Tully, I hear you. Take it easy. Everything is all right.
No, I can't. It just starts over. There. See?
Listen to me. You are on Alpha Polaris, and there's nothing here. Take it easy.
What? Are you sure?
There's nothing here, Tully. Nothing here.
Fuck.
What did he see?
What did you see in your dream?
I don't know. I was back in Longwoods, Maine. And then in the glacier, the polar bears. They were in the sky. It was wrong somehow.
The beast?
What were the beasts you saw?
At first, I thought they were polar bears. But then, I don't know what the fuck it was. A spirit. Under the ice.
Okay, easy now.
The radio.
Tully, what's wrong with the radio?
How should I know? It's some electromagnetic shit or something.
Tell him to go to sleep.
Look, maybe you should go back to sleep.
No, I need to focus. You go ahead, Norway. I'll sit down here for a while.
Am I watching True Detective
Good.
Night Country
Now
or
leave me
something?
alone.
Okay, I'll do a quick check around the station.
I need to make sure everything is all right here. There's a note on the fridge, but... What kind of eerie light is this? Let's start by knocking on all the doors. Is she crying? That's what I think about weird in this game. Yes, he's thinking, but he could still, like, talk. Better not disturb her. Like...
Al.
Like, why use his voice here, but not over there with the door? The other door. It just seems weird. Apparently the wheelbase is designed to distribute its weight over a wide area. I don't know if it works, but sure looks cool. Yeah, it's a bit inconsistent, right? Maybe they were just eager to get it out. I don't know, but and it's a free game, so maybe they had to, I don't know, the voice actors pay them a certain amount or for words, and then they had to prioritize where to put the money, or they discovered that they needed some extra voices later in the game, and the voice actor wasn't available, or I don't know. But hey, Al. What are you looking at?
Al?
Look at that. A hell of a light show. Like the sky itself was burning. Such profound beauty.
Yes, it is,
I
Mike.
took a reading with the
Mitchell. It's on Steam.
magnetometer, and I think we're very close to a record-breaking geomagnetic event right now.
There's something strange taking place here.
Radio has gone haywire.
The radio is blaring out some weird noise.
I agree,
Yes,
Morn.
that
For a free
makes
game, it's
sense.
amazing.
And it wouldn't even be the first time.
Like the art
Way
and
back in
the part of the voice
1859,
acting, the
a couple of
interaction,
great
the inventory
geomagnetic
system.
storms took place. They were caused by immense coronal mass ejections in the sun. Back then,
But yeah, it's free on
telegraph
Steam.
stations were spreading all over rural America.
It did have a price
Electricity
at
was
one
soon to
time,
be
but then the
introduced to
developer
households.
closed down and they.
Telegraph lines
Oh.
As it happened, something freaky took
Okay.
place during a peak in the solar storm. Stations in Portland
So
and
maybe
Boston
he
maintained
closed down the
conversation for
project
several
pre
hours
to his release.
with no battery power.
You know, like
They were
I'm out
using
of
some
money,
form of geomagnetic
and then
energy?
he had to finish the
Correct.
game with the lack of
Geomagnetically
voice
induced
actors.
current is the
Maybe.
term. The field lines fall here, Rune. Now, I don't know the specifics, but I think the ion storm is causing the effect you described. Who knows? We might see even more peculiar things happen.
But it could be that he ran out of money and then had to finish the game and had to put in the last text parsing things. Reddit post from one of the devs talking about it? Okay. That's sad because it's actually a good game. Or potentially a good game. I haven't, like, what have I played it for? Like an hour, 1.5 hours or something? Roughly an hour, 1.5. So considering it's free and maybe he shut down too early to finish the rest of the game with the voice acting, or I don't know. But hey,
How can an ionospheric phenomenon have effects this severe?
Well, I'll bet you see Aurora in Norway all the time, Rune. You know much about it.
2011.
The
Oh.
basics. They're caused by solar wind getting trapped by Earth's magnetic field.
That's the science. However, the Kree call them the dance of the spirits. Looking at them here, in the middle of this desolation, they waver constantly, like a veil or a mask. A mask shifting to reveal a glimpse of some.
And consider
long,
we just
lost
played Face
truth.
Noir with that graphics and that
visual
bad
message
voice acting and
between
interaction, and this
mankind
game is
are
1
no
year
longer able to
before
connect to.
Face Noir. I'm like, wow. I don't know if it's unfinished. It just feels unfinished when you think about some places the voice acting is missing. Like just before, when he hit on one door, he said, "Is she crying?" Or we got a text parser saying, "Is she crying? I should not disturb her." And then we went over to the other door. He knocked the door, and then the voice actor came on and said, "Al." So it feels unfinished or unpolished. That part of it, in my honest opinion, is lacking voice acting. When part of the game has voice acting and some part doesn't have. Well, there's only one person that can tell us.
I remember watching them as a child and having similar sentiments. Like they were put up there as a show. There are legends in Norway. I think the Sami people believe that northern lights can descend from the heavens to hurt men.
I'm glad you
They
understand.
probably choose not to
Getting
voice act.
older, I've come to
Inner
realize
monologue
there's
is
a more
understand. True.
spiritual side to
It can also be that kind of thing. Something's wrong with Tully.
I ran into Tully in the living room and had a conversation with him while he was having some sort of nightmare.
A waking dream? That's interesting, especially considering his fixations. He's constantly going over the dreams he's had, the dreams he will have, and so on. But I wouldn't worry. Ted's obviously very responsive to these things, and he's been under some stress lately.
Yeah, some
The
games
isolation
don't have
and the
voice acting
darkness
until it makes
will
money
get
and
to
then they add it later. Yeah.
Not like this. It took me several tries to get him to wake up.
But
and what
consider
he
that
told me
this is
about
from
the dreams-
2011
Yes.
and Face
still,
Noir is from
between you and me,
2012.
Waking dreams occur mostly in
There's a
Let's
huge
put it
difference in
Ted
the
doesn't
graphics.
always operate on the level of
Not saying that
maturity.
Face Noir is bad, but I'm just like, there's a huge difference. But then again, Face Noir also had some, animated cutscenes and stuff, where this is more, in not in a bad way. It's more artsy than the other game. But just think there's 1 year's difference and 2 completely different games with the inventory system, the voice acting, my nightmares.
There's more. I've also had a nightmare. In my dream, I remember the terror of someone watching me from a distant ice shelf. Tully had a feeling of something haunting him in the woods.
You think there's a connection?
I don't know what to think.
Without trying to be dismissive, you both have spent long
That's very
days
common
on
when
relation.
games was on floppy,
Anyhow,
later
there may
released on
still
CD.
be a powerful subconscious message for you to grasp. A spiritual one, as some people in touch with themselves would say.
You could be right.
But the art,
maybe you should
the
hit the
drawn
sack
images
before
of
I
these
switch
characters
to my
is
full
amazing.
mode.
There's more. In my dream, Tully...
You think...
I don't know...
Without... Anyhow, there may still be a spiritual...
You could be...
But... One more thing. I don't think you'll be able to reach anyone with the radio tomorrow. We've blanked out during ion storms half this magnitude before.
Then I'll treat the bear myself.
That's the spirit. We should
Actually,
also power
there's
down the
one
towers so nothing
extra
gets fried. Don't worry,
time
I'll take
zone,
care of it.
Morten, and that's called mountain time. So you have EST. So if I take it from right to left, from the East Coast, so you have EST, then you have CST, then I believe you have mountain time, and then you have Pacific, which is the West Coast. These drawn scenes to the 3D. I totally agree, Hell. I totally agree. These hand-drawn thing. So if people can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe from the right, from the East Coast, it's EST, CST, Mountain Time, and then you have Pacific Time. If I'm not mistaken. I think that's all of them. Alright, I need some sleep. Okay, so what? Al's right, I need some sleep. Okay, so we go back. And Alaska. True. Can I go outside? Like hell I will. I need some sleep as well. Have a great one. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to bed now, or in the game, and then I'm also gonna log off. Day 2.
Hey, Knudsen, you gotta see this.
Kamardar.
Don't you go all sweet on me.
Norwegian.
I found something real fucking eerie.
Dude, don't go friendly.
The Swede here needs a little more sleep.
You need to see this.
Okay,
Fine.
thanks for seeing. Until next time.
Before we'll
Cheers.
stop.
Hvad fanden, jeg får vel stå op. Thank offense and just give up.
Okay, you win.
You're welcome,
Get
dude.
down here then.
And thank you, Mitro, for encourage the people to donate. But hey, maybe I'll play it anyway. Who knows? Let's save. But it would be fun, just for the incentive. So we have day 3 here. Good. Quit. Yes. And on that note, I'm gonna